The national debate over transgenderism, and specifically transgenderism in elementary and middle schools, has focused on three things: biology, psychology, and theology. Three questions: what is a woman? What is gender? And who are we? But there's a fourth aspect that's gotten very little attention and may be playing a larger role in this transgender phenomenon than most people seem to know. Money. Who's paying? When the White House promoted puberty blockers for little kids last week, transgender transitioning for little kids, the study that the White House cited as the scientific basis for this program came from a group called the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is an LGBT nonprofit organization funded by the donations of individuals and corporations. Now, according to a new report from Chuck Ross at the Washington Free Beacon, turns out two of the corporations that fund the Trevor Project are AbbVie and Allergan, pharmaceutical companies that make the drugs and the medical products that are used in the transgender transitioning process. Both companies gave at least $50,000 to the Trevor Project, but the Trevor Project never disclosed the donations. They never disclosed the obvious conflict of interest. The government's argument for transitioning kids rests on a study funded by the companies that most stand to benefit from the government promoting the transitioning of kids. And they all justify the medical experimentation on little kids on the grounds that the interventions will reduce the kids' risk of suicide when they get older. But it turns out that science is totally bunk too. Just a few years ago, a group of scientists, including a physician who participated in clinical research for AbbVie, wrote in a letter for the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology that the transgender drugs for kids could cause sterility, sexual dysfunction, and heart disease without any proof of long-term success in suicide prevention. In other words, the White House is peddling child abuse based on bunk science commissioned by a left-wing nonprofit funded by the companies selling the child abuse. We are living in a time of unprecedented upheaval, economic, social, and political. People don't even know what a woman is anymore. And even still, at least one political rule endures. He who pays the piper calls the tune. Did you like that clip? I'm glad. Even if you didn't like that clip, subscribe, ring that bell, get the notifications. Also, head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Sign up for The Michael Knowles Show. Leave a 5-star review. We'll see you next time.